So this is the equipment video. I think the last one, part 3, I'm not sure. This is my Dearborn disc. This one has been, it's pretty good disc. We used it this year to disc, you seen that. We bought it, we found it one night, late at night, like midnight almost I think. Found it on Craigslist, and then literally the next day we called the guy, and then, or next weekend we called the guy and he said sure, come and check it out. So then we did. We bought it because we didn't think it was too bad of a price for this kind of a disc. And then he had a Dearborn corn picker sitting there, so for some reason we started looking for Dearborn corn pickers on the way home, and by golly we found one. And then the next day we went and picked up the corn picker. So a little history on the disc here. So bought 2 pieces of equipment in one weekend, which was pretty cool. But this disc, you can adjust it by this little handle, and then lifts up and down. That's how you adjust that, and then that's pretty much it. It's got a little bit of welding on it. It does have a twist here, which I am not sure why that was there. I wonder what caused that. I don't remember seeing that there, but it's got a twist. But don't remember that. I'll have to. But anyways, it's got metal welded on both sides, and then it's got cut out. So I'm guessing it was being used on a tractor that had a really big third point there, or I'm not sure, but they have extra welding underneath both sides. So this one's pretty well built for strength, I guess. And then these bars need to be straightened if we ever get around to that, but that'll have to wait. So then the next piece of equipment is this Fox River silage chopper. This one, got it for free. They just wanted to get rid of it. They didn't want it on the farm anymore, and they were just like, come and get it, otherwise we're gonna scrap it. So I was like, well, what the heck. I mean, worst thing could be is a big pile of junk and we'll scrap it, I guess, ourselves, or try and part it out. But turns out it wasn't in bad condition. It's all here except for the shields. It's missing a couple shields, but otherwise it's all there, or here. But you can see it says Fox River, Appleton, Wisconsin, and then big cast metal part. Right there's your chopper, or the part that chops blade. Isn't too bad, it's a little dented here and there. Otherwise, it doesn't really have any rust out spots. It's got a bottle back in there for some reason. Don't remember that. You got like your little, it's open right here, which I do not know why, but you think stuff would fall out, but I guess not. And then you got adjustments here. I think it adjusts your speed or something, which this thing is pretty up to date for how old it is. It's on steel wheels. But what I thought was pretty cool is all your grease zerks come to up, so you don't have to worry about getting into gears and greasing them up, like getting down to that gear to grease it up. They all come right here. You can all grease them up like that, so I'm hoping they all still work. This thing's been sitting outside how many years until we got it, then we put it here. The plan is to get it running once, since we got an Alice Chalmers on the belt. So also we got more adjustments here, which I just think that's cool for some reason. But yeah, then it's got your the chute adjust, so you can tip it back up or stuff like that. But you can see it kind of says Fox. Maybe not. Kind of looked like an X there for a second, but the plate, or the little plate would have been right there, but it is missing. Another thing that is interesting is I think this is a shutoff or something. I'm not really sure. It's supposed to disengage or engage the gears, but it doesn't move right now. And then they got this cover, which it's got red paint on it, but I don't know where it goes, because this has got red paint on it, but otherwise it's mostly here. I don't think there was got more adjustments there. I don't think there was wood underneath. I mean, there might have been, probably was, yeah. There was probably like wood slats going across in spots. I'm not sure, cause oh yeah, there's wood back in there. I can't find anything on this. Again, online, can't find no manuals, no nothing. So yeah, all I know is it's the Fox River. I wouldn't know that. Well, it's Fox River. They made nice silage choppers all the way up to the self-propelleds, and then they went out of business. And so they actually made silage chopping equipment for a while. But otherwise, I wouldn't know what this was unless it was, yeah, Fox River Treasure Co. Unless this would have been on here. Otherwise, I would have never known what it was. But it has been broken once. There's a little bit of a weld right here. So I'm wondering what did that. But yeah, it's a pretty cool piece of machinery, I think. For what they had back in the day, it's pretty up to date, I'd say. But it's all on steel, sitting on blocks right now because I don't want it to sink into the dirt. Next piece of equipment is the case spreader. This has been in the family. It's been sitting here for a while. It's been in the family for a while. My dad bought it restored, or a little bit restored. They put new decals on it, which are now falling off again. We've done a little work to it. We put on this wood, that's about it. I told him we should just replace the whole thing, but never went that far. It needs a lot of work before it runs again. It needs a new tire, otherwise it all works. Just needs one new tire, but this is a split rim, I think? Yeah, split rim. So they're kind of interesting to mess with and dangerous, like stuff like that. So that's all fun. Like I said, needs a lot of work there. Is just these things, they're supposed to hold in one spot, but they are all the way completely rusted out. This is rusted out, which that's what happens when you mess with pit manure. It's got a John Deere gear on it, pretty cool. This tire still holds air, has never let us down. We've never had to air it up, and it's still holding air, so that's great. Decals are completely gone on this side. I say a lot, but this is supposed to be a jack. This is what's left of it. The gears or levers still work though, so that's nice. I mean, it's somewhat close to running. It just needs a little more work and TLC and stuff like that, I guess. But I'd rather, if I could, I'd sell this and buy a Dearborn. But that isn't happening anytime soon, so we'll just leave it case, I guess. Don't think we'll ever sell it. I mean, we've never used it, but we've always had newer equipment haul the pit manure because we only have a little bit, but we've had newer equipment do it instead of the old stuff. On to the next piece of machinery. The Kiowani 500. It's a grain elevator. It's been in the family since brand new, so it's been around for a while. I mean, it's sat in the grove most of its life. We just drug it out this year. Needs new tires probably. It's been sitting so long. It's got, you can run it, put an engine on it, or on the other side, run it off PTO. We got the PTO shaft for it, so, and then there's not much wrong with this. I mean, it's got a little bit of a dent in the end of the elevator. Otherwise, it works fine. It's model 500. Never had it running in a while, so I'm pretty sure some stuff stuck. Otherwise, it's mostly straight. Not much to say on this piece, but it's, if I ever get a corn crib, this is what we'll use to put corn in the crib with. Unless I buy a combine, looking into that. And then the very last, the stuff that's not considered mine, but I think it's pretty cool and I'd like to call it mine, is this hay rake. It's a Massey Harris hay rake. It has been sitting many years, like all the other stuff on this farm. Used it to rake hay long time ago. Well, not that long ago, I guess. It's a number 11. So it's got steel wheel, which is pretty cool. It's got its paint. It's still got Massey Harris. It's a little bent here, so I'm guessing it's been through a little bit. Can't say much on this one. It's been sitting here all my life, I think. I've never seen it move from this spot. Of course, the wood pile doesn't help it any. So yeah, that's about all I know. I know it's been used to rake hay for a while, and then we upgraded to the 3-point. So now I got a 3-point hay rake. It's been sitting forever, I guess. I'd like to get it out one year, but got no baler to bale the hay with. So if and when I get a baler and a mower, sickle bar, well, we got a sickle bar mower, I guess, John Deere, or no, International. Well, maybe do some hay with it. That'd be nice. Do some hay with it and get it out, use it for once. See if it actually still works. Probably all stuck, but a little work on it couldn't do no harm. At most, it might get sold one year, I'm sure. A lot of trees back here. 1 year might get sold, so that's about it. So, well, that's about it on this equipment video. The last one. There might be an odds and ends. Whoa, might be an odds and end video there, and here still, but probably not. But anyways, thanks for watching, and please comment, rate, and subscribe.